welcome back to Say Yes to Cooking with me, Niba. Today I am going to bake a very beautiful flour and cheese bread. So let's move into my kitchen and start baking. Okay, so for the dough, we are going to take around 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour or maida and some extra flour which we'll need while kneading the dough. Around 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of butter at room temperature, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of dry active yeast, and around 175 to 190 ml of warm water. So first thing which we are going to do is we are going to do the proofing of the yeast. For that I have taken the warm water in this and I'll add the sugar. Make sure that your water is at around 35 to 40 degrees Celsius. And add the yeast. Just mix it. And after mixing, you will keep it at some warm place for about 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, you can see a bubbly foam on the top of this yeast. Now these bubbles are the proof that this yeast is active. First I am going to add the salt. And then I am going to mix it. After that I am going to make a well inside and add the yeast and the water mixture into it. Then mix it till all the flour comes together, and also add the butter when you feel it sticky. Now this dough will be quite sticky and that is the way it is supposed to be, so don't worry. Now make sure that you scrape all the flour from the sides. Now we got a sticky dough, and now I'm going to transfer it to a smooth tabletop and I'll again knead it for around 8 to 10 minutes. You can see the dough is so sticky. So first I'm going to sprinkle some flour on the surface. And I'll again knead the dough for around 8 to 10 minutes till I get a smooth and soft but still quite sticky dough. Now you will not be able to shape it into an exact ball, but just loosely or roughly shape it into a ball. So now you can see the dough is soft and smooth and it is not as sticky as it was before. So now I am going to take a bowl which I have greased with some olive oil and I'll keep this dough inside this bowl. And after that I am going to cover it with a wet kitchen towel. And keep it at a warm place for 45 minutes to 1 hour and till it becomes double in size. So while our dough is resting, we'll make the stuffing for the bread. Now you can make any kind of stuffing which you like. I'm going to make Italian stuffing for this bread. So for that I have taken 1.5 cup of grated cottage cheese, 1 cup of grated cheddar cheese and half cup of grated parmesan cheese. And for the seasoning I'm going to use chopped onions, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, black pepper, dried parsley leaves, and some salt. I've added all the cheese in this. Now I'm going to add the seasoning, parsley. Now the seasoning you can add according to your taste. Onions, garlic powder, black pepper, and Italian seasoning, and some salt. Just mix them together and keep it aside. So now after 1 hour you can see the dough has become double of its original size. And the first thing is just punch it down so that all the air is removed. And then you'll again keep it on the tabletop and just knead it for again 2 to 3 minutes. So after kneading it for around 2 to 3 minutes, you'll get a ball like this. Then I'm going to divide this ball in two equal parts. Apply some flour to your hands and make a ball. And then I'm going to roll these balls to round shape. Apply some flour to your working top. And then I'm going to roll it. Now I'm going to place it over a round baking tray which I have lined with some silver foil. You can also line it with non-stick baking paper. Keep it aside and I'm going to roll the second ball of dough. Now I have rolled the second bread over here and keep in mind that the size of your second bread should be slightly bigger than the first one. First I'll mark the center and then I'll use a small bowl and mark the inner circle where I'll fill my inner stuffing, and then I'll mark the second outer circle with the help of a plate where I'll make the ring of my stuffing. Now you can see two concentric circles. Now first I am going to make the outer ring of the filling and then I'll fill the center part. Now the outer ring is ready. Just press the cheese to make a clean boundary. And now fill the cheese in the inner circle. And now I am going to keep the second bread over it. Keep it gently. And now spread it so that it overlaps the first spread. And then just keep the smaller ball on the inner circle and press it. And also press from all the sides so that both the breads stick to each other properly. Now by using a cutter I am going to trim the sides to form a proper circle. Now I am going to seal the ends with the help of a fork. I am going to press it. Now I am going to make the cuts at 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock, and then I am going to again divide them into equal halves. Now you are going to lift each of the part carefully and then turn it to 90 degree. Just press the cheese and then just twist the ends of the petal. Now do the similar process for all the petals. Now this part is a bit tricky because the dough is quite sticky. So you can apply some flour or oil to your hands and then you can do it. Now our flower is ready. I'm just going to add some parsley in the center for decorating. Now I'm going to cover it with a plastic sheet and I'll keep it to rest for around 30 minutes for the second rise. Till then I'm going to preheat my oven at 350 degree Fahrenheit. It has been resting for 30 minutes. I am going to remove the plastic cover. And this is how it looks after 30 minutes. Now I am going to brush it with some garlic butter, for which I have melted together some crushed garlic and butter. And now I am going to keep it in the preheated oven for around 20 minutes. Now this is how it looks after 20 minutes. Now I am again going to brush it with some butter. Now I'll show you how fluffy and soft it is. Friends, the beautiful and yummy 3 cheese flour bread is ready to serve. Do try it and let me know how it turned out. This is Niva signing off. Bye bye and happy cooking.